Alright guys, so I wanted to go over some of the trades for this week. I've been doing this Bear Bull challenge, so I haven't been tending to my live account too much, although I am green on that account overall, so I will go over that a little bit later in the day, but right now I want to go over the Bear Bull traders trades for today. So the biggest loss that I had was 1100. Biggest win that I had was 15,000. Another $500 win, another $400 win, and $100 loss on NLSN. So I guess we'll start with the worst one first. We'll look at CIFS. We were going short and we got squeezed. So it was a power hour trade. I really didn't have to take this one at all. We saw that it was failing. It had a run back down, and I watched it come back up to this level where it was previously bouncing, and I thought that this support here might turn into resistance, so I took it short. Once it started to get some momentum, I covered here, and then once it was up here, it looked a little bit extended, so I ended up taking it short here. I covered some there. I took it short again. It went against me, and then I covered there. So that was the biggest loss. That was for 1100. Next, let's look at NLSN. NLSN was basically a scratch trade, but I just want to go over it anyway because it was for me it was a tricky one. I kept chasing it. So we had this top out. Once the market opened at 9:30 here, we had a solid flush down. It popped up a little bit, opened up this candle, and I hit it short for further momentum. It came down to this $24 area, and I thought we were gonna get, it was just gonna fall off. So I took more size short, and then as it came back up to my entry, based on these two shorts, I covered. As it failed to rebound, I took it short again. I thought that 24 was going to break again. It didn't. It came back up to my entry, and I covered. So that was a $100 loss on NLSN. So here I went short again. At 24, it finally did flush through 24, but it didn't go any further than 23.90. So it just gave me a 10-cent win, and it came right back up, and I covered it even. So the long trade that I took on NLSN, let's see, I have a short up here. That was good. I had a short here, and I covered here, and then I had a long here. I thought that, it came down here. This is a higher low, and I thought it was going to get some momentum, and I thought we had an opportunity to get up to 24.50, give or take. Based off of this higher low, I thought it could continue higher and at least test these areas. But it came up here to the VWAP, kind of failed, and then as it was coming back down to my entry, I cut that one also exactly break even. So overall a scratch trade. There was a lot of movement. I didn't play it well, but I feel like I respected my risk. I was hoping for this 24 to crack and to just continue, and I just wasn't getting the action that I wanted to. 24 was a little bit too strong. So that knocks out an LSN. We can look at home. So home we were short. Let's see. Right out of the gates, it came up to this level. It was showing weakness. It was right around a whole number. I think it was right around 19. So I grabbed some here. It was 1,000 shares at 19. It came down on this green candle and it was floating back up. I covered for about a 50-cent win with 1,000 shares. Yeti, we were long. So let's see, Yeti, we were just selling off really hard. I thought it was ready for a reversal, so I started in. You see these volume candles? We had a massive sell-off, and then we finally had some buying come in and prop this up. So as it came back down, I started in long, and I took off some risk here as it looked weak. It flushed. I shouldn't have been holding here, but I was still in the trade, so I ended up adding in here. and I took off size here, I took off size here, and as this failed to break out, I closed out the position there. So really small win on Yeti. And the big winner of the day was CLWT. And looking back at the charts, I just sized in really heavy with this one. So we saw it top out here, pull back, lower high, pull back. This right here is a higher low from here. So I loaded up here, and then as it was failing, as it was coming up on this area, I was just selling out of this trade completely. And then later on, I came back for power hour, and I saw this little pivot here because it's been selling off the whole day. Keep in mind, this is at $6.60, and when we were trading it earlier in the morning, I mean, this thing went all the way up to 11. And you know, even this action was around like $7 and $8. So for it to go from 11 all the way down to 660, and then it started putting in a higher low. This is at 317. So you know, we're in power hour. We were starting to get some volume come into it. I took it long here, long. As we got a little bit of a rest candle, and we're on the back side of the move, I took some profits, locked in some profits here. Luckily it continued to push, and then I locked in more profits here on the pullback. I wish I was a little bit more patient with this one. It could have been a massive winner. You know, I only captured about half of this move, if that. And then the same thing goes for this trade. It did come back and test my entry, so that doesn't really mean I should get out. That means I had an opportunity to add here. But actually, looking at it, I did capture this full move, because if you look at the charts here, it came back down way past my entry. So I guess this take was pretty good, but I should have kept this on my watch, because it ran like crazy. So overall in the challenge, I started the day with $36,000 in the account. Started the challenge with 25,000, and you could see this is my account number, 0055. So I started the day. This is Monday's results, Tuesday's results. I wasn't even on the board. Wednesday's result, opening the day with $36,000. I started in sixth place. So I'm anxious to see where I open tomorrow. Is Friday. It's the final day, and I'll know sometime tomorrow what place I'm in. I'm hoping to get in the top 2, but as you can see, I had a massive day. I had a $15,000 a day, $14,000 a day actually after commissions on a $36,000 account. So I had a 50% growth for the account, which is big. So I hope I'm not going to stay in 6th. If I'm in like anything but 1st and 2nd, I'm going all out. We're going to go try to hammer something home. It's what we've been doing for this trade. We've really been trying to hit home runs instead of taking the best trades. But so that's the Bear Bull Challenge. My Trade Zero account, I just ran some trade reporting. Overall, my trades, I'm positive for 6 out of 7, so it gives me like an 86% accuracy. But my loser, I took the most share size on, and I took the biggest loss. So one loser wiped out, you know, these 2 winners. Or if you look at the smaller trades that I had, it was like 26 and 31. It wiped out like 2, almost 3 winners with 1 loser, and I can't have that. It needs to be the other way around. My winners need to be 2 or 3 times the size as my losers. But overall, the account is up like 15%. Nothing like this account where we're up over 100%. But yep, that's gonna be it for the day. That's gonna be it for the Trade Zero account for the week. I hope to see you guys in the chat, and I hope to see myself on the podium for the Bear Bowl Challenge. I hope that doesn't sound greedy, but honestly, as long as I finish in the top 20, I'd be happy, because statistically 9 out of 10 traders fail. There's 220 traders, give or take. I think 216. So as long as I am in the top 20, that means I am overperforming, or at least putting myself in that 10% that is successful. So overall, I think I'm doing decently. And that was all without trading Hunt. I wasn't able to trade Hunt at all. I was really disappointed. And I noticed with the broker that they're using, a lot of the shorts that I want to take, like I actually wanted to short CLWT all day. I wanted to short CLWT, but I couldn't, just because it wasn't available. And there's another one that was really running that I wanted to short as well. So I've been having to take more trades to the long. You could see it might have been CIFS short, but let's see, 1045. I can't remember. I think PLAG might have been on the list for a short. But all right, so I hope everybody has a good night. Get a good night's sleep, eat a good breakfast. I'll see you in the morning. Take it easy.